everyone. Derwood Tugbottom here in Miss Rusty Blackwood's loft on this evening of October the 4th, 2024. It has been a lovely day for Miss Blackwood's middle great-grandson's 4th birthday today. Happy birthday, Harry. I hope you have had a splendid, fantastical day. His birthday will be continuing tomorrow into his Gigi's birthday, and he is going to be celebrating at noon tomorrow for his birthday party that unfortunately was rained out tonight. He did have a gathering of family, of course, but his little playmates were unable to attend, so the parents have postponed the play date until tomorrow at noon. And tomorrow is my author, Miss Rusty Blackwood's 75th birthday. Oh my! I don't know how the years have sped past, but they have. And when I last spoke with Miss Blackwood, she was not having an issue with the number, because it is merely a number, and it is exactly how old or how young one feels. That is my motto, because I, Derwood Justice Tugbottom, is now 78 years young, and I'm pushing 79 very, very soon. I am here tonight to wish my dear authoress all the best on her birthday happening tomorrow, October the 5th, as she begins 75 years around the sun. And she's made each one quite well, and I hope and I pray that she will continue on for many, many years yet. I'm going to wish her some written birthday messages here from, I believe it's 20 of her characters that she created for all of you out there to enjoy. Cheers while I have a little snatch of water. Oh, it's always wonderful to have a shot of H2O. Now, I am going to put a little more light, yes, on the situation, because I can't read otherwise. And I'm going to change my glasses. As you can see, I'm wearing my usual horn-rimmed glasses today, or this evening, as I should say, and put on my reading spectacles so that I may actually see what I'm reading. Do forgive the glare from the lenses. Now, as I always host these get-togethers for Miss Blackwood, I am the ultimate toastmaster, as you know, master of ceremonies, even though there's a couple of Miss Blackwood's characters that may disagree with that adage toward me. One of them is Dr. André DesJardin in Paris, but he never beats me to the punch. I always beat him, and I always will. So, per usual, I have been nominated as spokesman to applaud you, Miss Blackwood, and lead the line of well-wishers as you turn 75 on October the 5th tomorrow. let me be the first to step fully into the colourful fray, excuse me, on this special day. Now upon our author and creator of fictional life, Miss Rusty Blackwood. You have been known to cause me grief by sending me down what you consider funny avenues. However, I do not always see it that way. Yet, in all fairness, you tend to allow me my moments, and entice the readers whom follow my antics to find me amusing, even delightful, and considering the path my precarious life often takes, I find that most endearing indeed. I would also like to take this opportunity to wish you a very happy birthday. But in future, might I suggest you send me down less stressful paths? After all, I am not getting any younger. Then again, neither are you, my stalwart author. Ta-ta! Now I'm going to carry on here with one of the very first salutations from Dr. André DesJardin from Passions in Paris, Revelations of a Lost Diary. Bonjour from the illustrious city of light. I had so hoped to send my salutations before that brazen Englishman elbowed his way through the growing queue. But as usual, he was not to be outdone. Really, speaking of me like this, really. Once again, I find myself delighted to wish my creator of fictional life a most savory birthday filled with roses, vin, and chocolat. At the moment I am most occupied with my busy schedule here in Paris to get away, but I so hope to come to visit soon, for I dearly enjoy your input in my life regardless of how you injected me into such turmoil in the past. And though a lady rarely reveals her true age, I send my sincere regards to you on this special milestone, my dear Miss Blackwood, to enjoy your special day. Tout mon amour. Well, he did well, didn't he, on his salutation, even though he had to insult me crack out of the gate. This one, the next one, is from Will Sutherland from Willow's Walk. And he says, well, my author, the year has flown past with great speed. I am not certain if I wrote my sentiments to you last year, but I am on the ball for this one. I hope you know that my lovely cousin Willow does get by to see me often, and for that I am thankful. After all, the way you left us could put doubts in a reader's mind as to whether we ever spent time in each other's company again. But dear Willow remains my stalwart friend and confidant, even though the feisty nurse you brought to me, you must excuse me, it's been a long day, is ever constant at my side and keeps me on my toes. By the way, Miss Blackwood, thank you for that. I hope your 75th is your best birthday yet. This next one is from Robby McEwen, my dear, dear buddy, from the Derwood comedy series, the comedy series, of course. Miss Blackwood, I must thank ye for bringing dear old Derwood into my life. Yes, he not only makes me chuckle, but he lifts my spirit fully as high as the tall old glass of my homemade scotch has always managed to do. He be a right fine mate of this tough old Scot, and he be keeping me on the straight and narrow. I hear to know what adventure he be taking me on next. But I be up for it. Now, with no hassle, I be wishing ye a grand 75th birthday, and I hope you be making it your finest. Now, this one, this man, if one could refer to him as such, Philippe Robealard, from Passions in Paris, Revelations of a Lost Diary. Oh my goodness, this man has, I don't know, I think he has bats in the belfry that are flying a little too loose. Bonjour, Mademoiselle Blackwood, and moi's confidant and mon ami André DesJardin were dining together at the top of the Eiffel Tower last evening, when he reminded moi that today is a most special birthday for you. In moi's eyes, you are forever young. Good of him to say. And that is the way you will always remain. Moi never forgets those who have shown kindness, even though you did not set out to do so when you created moi, as intended. But you brought my wonderful friends joy and Cully, which, at the beginning, did not think much of moi. And even though some may not forgive moi's actions or reasons for them, in the end, we all found happiness. Now, I shall take this opportunity to embrace you across le miles, adorn your cheek with a soft kiss, and wish you a most endearing birthday. Tu es mon amour. Tu es mon amour. As I say, I don't know about him. This one is from Abigail Leaves from the Perils of Autumn. As a mother myself, I know the unbreakable bond between a mother and her daughter. It is timeless and forever, never to be taken or broken never to be broken in life. You must forgive my mistakes this evening. Or broken in life or thereafter. I celebrate my autumn rose every day, and I know she has found true happiness with Cyril Landon. I am thankful for the way you wrote me, Miss Blackwood, for you allowed the reader to view my life the way it truly was. For mothers, single mothers, that is, in Kentucky during the 40s. I am certain it was very much the same in many places, even in your home country of Canada. A birthday is a special time, a day to celebrate and be celebrated. So on this very special day, may I wish you all the best, and a day filled with love, happiness, and peace. I know you will take care of my darling Autumn and provide a life for her that even I could not wish better. Happy birthday, Miss Blackwood. Oh, yes. This is a lovely English lady you all who have read Willow's Walk should be familiar with. I will hold her name until after her salutation. How grand it is to hear you are once again celebrating your birthday, Miss Blackwood. How time flies. It seems as if you just had one. But I know only too well how the years swiftly pass, as my creaking bones shall attest. You may take delight in knowing that I am thoroughly enjoying my life back in merry old England, and I thank you for allowing me to return there. My charges are growing like weeds, and you know how that goes, and I thank you for the chance to once again feel worthy. Now, my dear, I want to wish you the best of the day, along with a right old embrace across the miles. Do make time for yourself, for that is most important, but do continue creating unique and wonderful characters, as you did with me. Happy birthday, my dear Arthur. Matilda Pritchard, Willow's Walk. And here is one from a boy that needed a few words of reprimand. Jack Maynard, The Happening in the Hollow, from the Eyes of Innocence. I want you to know that I was goaded into this by those whiny brats in the hollow. Yet when I really think about it, I suppose it's only right that I wish the creator of my character a happy birthday. You did me no favors by making me into what might be considered a bully. At the very least, an unsavory boy. Yes, are there any unsavory boys watching? Do take heart. But hey, boys will be boys. And they will continue to do the things I did in that Halloween story. I'm not as bad as some might think, but I wish you hadn't taken me into that swamp. Oh well, carry on, Rusty, and enjoy your special day. Now I must read you the salutation from our dear bus driver, Candy Donnelly, from the Derwood Tugbottom comedy series. Glad I could make it to the party, Rusty, as the bus was acting up again today. And no, Derwood was nowhere near. I know that must have been your first thought, although I did hear something of a cruise ship experiencing problems with a certain Englishman aboard. I must begin again here. Do excuse me. Some of the ink is on the printer needs to be replaced, and some of the sentences are not proper here. Glad I could make it to the party, Rusty, as the bus was acting up again. And no, Derwood was nowhere near. I know that must have been your first thought, and it is usually the case. But he is behaving himself these days and leaving me alone, although I did hear something of a cruise ship experiencing problems with a certain Englishman aboard. But it was probably gossip among my seniors. The bus has been rocking as everyone aboard is celebrating your birthday, and they have all been cheering. Then again, it was a good day at the mall, so that might be the reason for their gaiety. Happy birthday, Miss Blackwood. Now here is another proper English woman, R.N. Chelsea Hewitt, from Passions in Paris, Revelations of a Lost Diary. My dear Miss Blackwood, greetings from Paris. Yes, I am still in the City of Light, duty-bound and enjoying time with my dear old ducky André. Oh yes, we still have a fine old time together. I'll have you know, Miss Blackwood, that my marriage to Charles, even though late in life, is working out splendidly. I am certain he found it both refreshing and rewarding following the nonsense from that prissy, arrogant upstart who continually clawed her way up his legs in her ruthless pursuit of power. Now he has me. Goes to show what a real woman can accomplish, and I thank you for allowing me to show what I am made of. Now, I would like to take this grand opportunity to wish you a ripping fine birthday. and may you enjoy every moment to the hill. And should you find yourself in our fine city any time soon, do drop in for a spot of the Earl. The kettle is always on. Cheerio, ducky. And now we're going to hear from a lighthouse keeper. Nathaniel Marcus, keeper of the light, from the Eyes of Innocence. I hear it your birthday, Miss Blackwood. The boys in Castle Cove, rascals that they are, made a point of coming by the lighthouse to bring me some new bulbs and to tell me that you are celebrating today. As you know, I don't get out much, tied to this fieldstone cylinder most of the time, but I still manage to take in what is about in the village, and that includes celebrating the birthday of my author. Happy birthday, Missy. Now this one, for anyone who has read Passions in Paris, Revelations of a Lost Diary, will well remember. This one broke the mold, I think, from Miss Blackwood's imagination. It is Dear Mavis Dempster, Passions in Paris, Revelations of a Lost Diary. Hey there, Miss Rusty Bee, Mavis here. I thought you might get through another go without hearing from the most colorful character you ever came up with, but yo, 'tain't happening, gal. You broke the mold when you thought me up and throwed me fully into the fray with that red-headed little bee. I know. I'll be nice. You know, she still has the full-on attention of that gorgeous green-eyed Irishman, and I'm still stuck with Ernie. I suppose it could be worse, and he tries his best to keep up with what I suppose it could be worse, and he tries his best to keep with what I became used to while in gay Paris. Believe there's a word missing there. He tries his best to keep up with what I became used to while in gay Paris. Hawkinshaw ain't quite like the city of bulbs, or whatever it's called, but there's fun to be had anyway in Big Bertha's Bingo and Beery Porium. So be sure to stop by if and you find yourself down in Georgia. Remember, we's just off on the interstate. Happy birthday, Rusty, and have yourself a good one, just like Joy always managed to do. Hi, Rusty. I am so glad I could swing by on your special day. Seems like yesterday you were celebrating your birthday, but I hope this one is fully as nice. I know you had our farewell signing tour, and I must say that it makes me sad. I'm sure it does you as well, but that time had come. Besides, I know you still get requests for me, and I continue to show up at your signings. I had heard through the bookvine that a new story with interesting characters debuted in 2019. Believe it was the end of January, and I think that's great. I hear the protagonist's name is Autumn, fully as unique as Willow, and I wish her well. May she receive the same attention that has always been shown me. I'm glad to have provided enjoyment for those who've read me and for those who still will. I'm looking forward to meeting them. Enjoy your special day, my author, and happy 75th. Willow Sutherland Crosby, Willow's Walk. And this is from the delightful little Mandy Webb, the telephone box, from the Eyes of Innocence. Miss Blackwood, I wanted to be sure to stop by to wish you well and to thank you for creating such a lovely story for me to play in. I realize it was based on a happening from your childhood, which makes it that much more special for me to be part of. Just think what it would be like today if a telephone box still existed. What fun! and most delightful for those who don't even know to what I am referring. I adored the role you gave me, and I hope my story helped readers to understand what it was like before the modern technologies of today. I also hope you will have cake, and that I may have a large piece. I adore strawberry, but I know you love lemon. Happy birthday. And this one is from Declan Quinn, Willow's Walk. Miss Blackwood, my salutation is fast and to the point, like I was before you decided to trap me in such a state of languish. Hopefully others won't find themselves where I am. Then again, had I behaved myself, I wouldn't be where I am. Still, you are my author, and you're having a birthday. So, happy birthday. Try not to choke on your cake. This one, I think I should love to meet this lady if I could. Agnes Harris, from The Perils of Autumn. Dear author of mine, how delightful of you to bring me to Kentucky and my dearest friend Sir Landon. As you know, our childhoods in South Woodchester, England, was difficult to survive. The war and all, you know. Yet we somehow managed and pulled ourselves out of our wretched beginnings. How I adore my position here at Landon Manor, spending day after day with dear old Cyril. As you know, I was a right old friend of Alice Landon, and I still mourn her, and though I gave Nurse Leaves a difficult time at the beginning, and for quite some time following, she finally won me over, possibly when she went through that terrible ordeal of birthing sweet little Abby. It was then I saw her immense strength and the depth of her love for Cyril. I love it here at Landon Lawns, apart from that arrogant upstart jockey, of course. And I wish you could be here today to celebrate your birthday with all of us. Then again, you are never far from us, are you? Happy 75th birthday, Miss Blackwood, and many, many more. This woman I detest. If any of you have read the Derwood Tugbottom comedy series, beginning with the misadventures of Derwood Tugbottom, yours truly here, you would know what I mean about Fanny May Anyman. Oh, how I love a party. Yes, don't we know? I so hope everyone is dressed to the nines with the finest beverage they can attain, regardless of those who got out of their way to rain on one's parade, bring them down with scathing words or actions. I wonder who she's speaking of. Such as I was made to endure the hands of that spineless jellyfish. Ah, how dare she! I am sure you all know to whom I refer. Not surprising he bailed and left me in dreary old England, but what could I expect from such a flake? Has she looked in the mirror lately? Certainly not like the man I left behind. My. Oh, how I miss Willard Bentley. Should have listened, but I was totally swept off my feet with the gaiety provided me by that English jerk while luring me into his world. You must read the follow-up books. I was duped. How can I ever make amends to Willard? I hear through the book-vine that old Lavender Whitby has staked her claim, but if I ever manage to get back there, she'd best be prepared for battle. Oh, my. Oh, my. I realize I've gotten off topic. Nothing new for her. So I shall stifle my rant and wish you many happy returns of the day, my dear author. Oh, my goodness. And this is from the darling Autumn Leaves Landon, The Perils of Autumn. My dearest author, how wonderful of you to allow me the privilege and honor to have become a nurse. Even more of a privilege to have been taken to Landon Lund stables where I met my darling Cyril. I love horses, the same as you, dear author, and I think it's a slice of all right that you've placed me where you have. I so enjoy my life, and I know Mama has finally accepted my choice. On this special birthday, dear Autumn, or dear author, dear Autumn, dear author, may you enjoy a wonderful day. Would it be great for you to mount either my little Morgan Cinnamon or clear the jumps on the back of my prideful lady's pal? I've heard of him. But I am sure whatever you do, it will be to your liking. Have a righteous birthday, Rusty. And do say hello to the YouTube star, George. Yes, he will be celebrating with Miss Blackwood, of course. And now we're going to hear from Joy Witchmere, Passions in Paris, Revelations of a Lost Diary. How lovely it is to once again celebrate my author's birthday. Miss Blackwood, you gave me a life that not many could imagine, and should it happen in real life, I would hope that everything would work out as well as it did for me. I did endure. There was no doubt about that. But Cullen Malone was worth everything I went through, and I would do it all again without batting an eye. Oh, goodness, my. Life is precious, so hopefully no one takes theirs for granted. And now, on your special day, may you celebrate your life, your family, and everything you have been blessed with. A very happy birthday, dear author of mine, and many, many more. And finally, from Cyril Landon of The Perils of Autumn. Miss Blackwood, I wish to thank you for creating my exceptional world. I personally extend my most sincere invitation to visit Landon Lawn Stables, my celebrated horses, especially Sir Damperdan, meet my Triple Crown winner, Devil May Care, and enjoy tea in my manor with Autumn, Agnes, my daughter Abby, and myself. I know you would get on famously with William and Manfred, not certain about Duff Taylor, but I know your love of horses would be thoroughly exercised. Do plan to come. Oh, wait! You have returned, haven't you? I cannot wait until before the grandeur, The Making of a Horse Master, is published. What ripping fun! I cannot wait. Now, on this very special day, may I embrace you in my mind, celebrate your imagination, and forever wish you all the best in whatever you do. Happy birthday, my dear author. Cheers. And with that, I bring this evening of birthday wishes and sentiments to Miss Rusty Blackwood to a close. I do hope she celebrates her birthday to the hilt tomorrow and every day thereafter as she travels around the sun for the 75th time. So I am going to close this video, which is over its 30-minute mark. Miss Blackwood did tell me to watch my time, but all of you know dear Derwood here does what he chooses to do. And so, as Miss Blackwood always does, I wish each of you God's blessings. I hope that you have a very good evening tonight and a very wonderful day tomorrow, along with Miss Blackwood. Please like this video, please share the video, please comment the video, and please subscribe to Miss Blackwood's YouTube channel. I shall be along again one of these times to touch base with you all out there. And until then, I wish you well. Stay well, everyone. Cheers!